Divine Grace School is a caring and loving institution which offers only the best education a school can provide. Alongside, they take note of the holistic development of a child as they give a good point in enriching the students' values and skills. These challenging times, let's go back on how our dear Gracians reminisce their joyful experiences. What are the life lessons Divine Grace School has taught you?
Divine Grace School has taught me compassion, humility, patience, and perseverance, all of which fueled me to strive for excellence and helped me forward my career as a public servant. Whatever I am today, I owe it to my alma mater. Thank you to my Divine Grace family. May you continue to cultivate and inspire students for the many generations to come.
I am Rema Encarnacion from batch 2019 to 2020 from the STEM strand. Divine Grace School has taught me to focus on progression instead of perfection.
What are the things that you miss in Divine Grace School?
Hi, there are many things that I really miss in my alma mater. First, I miss my classmates. I also miss the classroom we usually study, the canteen where we eat and buy foods, those approachable staff and friendly guards, and also those teachers that serve as the medium of our knowledge. But what I really miss most is being a high school student again.
What are you being thankful for?
I am very thankful to DGS because they made me feel like I am a part of a family and community rather than a workplace. That's why I also consider the school as my second home. My colleagues also shared with me their passions, expertise, and encouragements for me to become a better teacher. But let me clear this, that teaching is not a perfect profession. There are days I feel like exhausted, emotionally tired, but what keeps me going? It's when I get a hug and receive some sweet words from my students. That's why I am really grateful for the way students inspire me. Truly, there is no greater honor than having a role with their development. So the school's theme next year is DGS Steadfast at 33, resiliently embracing the new now. So I encourage everyone to work together to continue learning delivery through various means. At the end of the day, education is still important to pass through the challenge of this pandemic.
Why did you choose Divine Grace School?
To have a quality education,
We must have a credible institution.
and that's why we choose Divine Grace School.
Amidst this pandemic, we stepped forward as this year's theme says, DGS Steadfast at 33, resiliently embracing the new now.
It's time to sing for a better future. It's time to wish for a brighter world. Faithful hearts and glory to thee, our legacy, our family. We praise the Lord, all for His divine graces, endless wisdom to share and keep. Live the Spirit with your pride in your heart. Let's proclaim her glorious domain. We pray for our alma mater, for the children of hope today. We thank you for all the blessings, for the knowledge and caring. Hail to
administrators, teachers, and parents. Welcome to our first Parents Orientation for the school year 2020-2021. I am Teacher Cha, and I will be your MC for today. To start off, may I ask Teacher Abigail Haraka to lead our prayers, to be followed by singing the national anthem and DJ.
Lord, thank you for this day, for the presence of everyone in this call. For once again, we are gathered and given the opportunity to appreciate life and your words. Forgive us for our shortcomings and cleanse our hearts as we learn and live your words and example. Father, bless our endeavors, especially today's meeting. May you guide us in our discussions, and may you enlighten our minds in every decision that we make. Give us your grace that we may effectively do our parts for your greater glory. All this we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Thank you, dear parents. Before we start, may we remind everyone to please focus your attention on our today's program. We believe that this meeting is very important and relevant. Also, please use our chat box for your questions, and later after the talk, we will allot time for answering your questions. Okay, are you ready, parents? All right. So formally kicking our program, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our dear principal, Ma'am Wally F. Canalita. Let's give her a round of applause.
So, good morning po sa lahat ng ating mga parents. Thank you so much for coming over, for making time to be with us in this parents orientation. Before we start with the matters to be discussed today, I would like everyone to please relax, sit comfortably. Sana po nakakasunod po tayo lahat. And let's do some breathing para po concentrated tayo later. Because you know, this is really new venue to all of us. Bagong-bago po talaga itong ginagawa nating meeting, virtual meeting. So everybody, please follow me, please. Let's do some breathing. Inhale. Hold a bit. and exhale slowly. Okay, inhale again. Hold a bit and exhale. All right, once more, inhale. Hold a bit and exhale. Ayan, I hope everybody po ay nakasunod dun sa ating breathing exercise. I ask you to do that because, parents, we would like you to stay put. Sana po all throughout our Zoom meeting, lahat tayo ay paying attention. As per experience na naranasan natin for the past 5 or 6 months that we've been using this Zoom, medyo mahirap po talaga ang communication kapag virtual. There are some parts that you should have listened to but somehow you missed because of the internet connection or some technical problems. Di ba? Minsan naglalag or bakit hindi ko siya narinig, may ganun pong mangyayari talaga. And this is all part of this technology. Kaya po, I encourage everyone, habaan natin yung ating patience. And of course, mahaba rin yung ating, we give more compassion, lalong-lalo na sa mga speakers, and to our co-parents. And of course, huwag natin kalimutan yung pagiging kind. Even if we are far from each other, talagang kailangan natin yung takdong yan. In this kind of pandemic, there's no other way to survive but to be together with this character, with this attitude, and always, I believe, and I've been telling all our faculty members all about this, always communication. Open communication. That's why all means of communication we are trying to explore para lahat po tayo ay connected for our children. And of course, dear parents, I will not forget, please raise your right hand. Hindi yung virtual na right hand. Tawang kamay ninyo. Please, pat yourselves. Let's congratulate ourselves because we decided well for our children, we are here. Thank you so much. Good morning, and I hope you learned a lot from this meeting. God bless po. Thank you so much, Teacher Cha. I hope I was loud and clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you, Ma'am Molly, for that wonderful remark. To inform us about the recent school updates, may I call on the one and only Upper Grade School Department Head, Mr. Ken Manila, to give them a big hand.
And po, so good morning po parents, good morning po fellow teachers and co-administrators. So isang magandang buhay po sa inyong lahat, sabi ni Marla, Melay at Julina. Ayan, so maganda pa rin dapat ang ating buhay kahit na tayo ay humaharap sa ganitong sitwasyon ng ating pandemic. Kailangan let's move forward, kailangan harapin natin yung mga challenges na meron tayo ngayon. At ayan, so to start, I'll share my screen po. For today's orientation, and so pag-uusapan po natin yung mga important updates no sa ating school, sa ating department, which is the Upper Grade School Department. So before anything else, welcome po lang po yung ating mga grade 4 students, ayan, from lower grade school. Welcome to Upper Grade School Department. And of course, yung ating po mga new students. And welcome po, I am Sir Kenneth po. I am the department head of Upper Grade School Department. Ayan. So let's start. Yan, so ito yung ating mga pag-uusapan ngayong araw. Somehow alam ko na nakita nyo na ito sa ating DGS page. Yan. And so for this year, so tayo po ay naka-hybrid approach. Yan, so tayo ay naka-online and modular. Ayan, so tayo ay naka-distance learning. Yung ating distance learning, ito ay naka-online nga and yung modular. And yung ating online learning, meron siyang dalawang part, yung ating synchronous and asynchronous. So sa ating synchronous, ito po yung ating mga students ay naka-real-time online together with their teachers. Okay po, not teacher to the teachers. Kasi po, ang kanilang subject po ay iba-iba pa rin yung kanilang teacher. So meron pa rin silang subject transition sa iba't ibang teacher. So ang atin namang asynchronous, ito na po yung paggamit natin ng Genyo. Though nabanggit kahapon ng ating speaker, pwede naman din po natin gamitin yung ating Genyo sa synchronous po. Pwede po yun. Pero pwede rin po siya for asynchronous. Yan. So next, ito po yung ating e-learning platform. So for preschool to lower grade school, tayo po ay to grade 10, tayo po ay naka-Genyo e-learning. And for the senior high school naman po, sila po ay naka-Schoology. Ayan. Yeah, so other e-learning platforms and resources, we have the Google Suite for education. Yan, ito po yung ilan sa mga halimbawa natin, OpenStax, ayan. Pero then other application for video conferencing app like Google Meet, Zoom, so yun po yung nagagamit natin. Pero for this academic year, mas more on Google Meet po tayo o sa kanilang Google Classroom. So don't worry po kasi on August 26, starting August 26, we'll start training the students using their Google Classroom. So once ready na rin po yung kanilang mga account sa Google Classroom, ma-start na po natin silang i-train. Okay po. Pero expect that on August 26, hindi po muna sila agad Google Meet. So naka-Zoom muna sila, tapos si teacher, i-share screen ni teacher yung tutorial kung paano sila mag-in, paunti-unti hanggang sa makasanayan po nila. Then by the time na okay na yung ating mga students for Google Meet, then pwede na po sila siguro by the following week, then mag-start na sila ng Google Meet kasama nung kanilang teacher and subject teachers. Ayan. So ito medyo marami nagtatanong dito pagdating sa ating modular learning. Ayan. So yung ating modular learning, sabi dito, Fridays, all modules will be stored in shelves. And every Mondays, ayan, parent submission and retrieval of module. So yan. So yung ating po mga modules, ilalagay na po yan ng ating mga teachers dito sa inyo sa mga shelves. Yan po. Tapos diyan na lang po siya kukunin ng mga parents ng Monday. So kung titingnan po natin, meron po tayong 2 days na palitan. Okay? So syempre po iniisip din namin, syempre para kung nahawakan po namin yung mga modules, so syempre para mas mawala yung virus man or kung ano man, yung dirt na nandoon, maalis po siya ng Monday. So now, modules po, marami nagtatanong, paano po kami, sir, working po kami, hindi po kami makakapunta ng school. So pwede po namin isend ito sa inyo through soft copy. So don't worry po kasi yung ating po mga advisors, magkakandak po sila ng survey, sino po yung kukuha ng soft copy or sino yung magpipick up po sa school. Okay? And sino rin po, pwede rin naman po ipa-deliver kung gusto po ninyo. Okay po? Meron po tayong contact number dito ni Miss Len para po sa mga gusto pong magpa-deliver. Ayan. Sa mga soft copy po na kukuha, so pag kinuha niyo po ng soft copy, pwede niyo po siyang sagutan din soft copy. Then, pwede niyo po sa amin i-resend ng soft copy din. Or pwede rin naman po, prinin po ninyo para may copy po si bata at kayo po, pwede niyo pong picturean, then send niyo po sa amin yung picture through the advisory pa din po. Okay po? I hope clear po ito. Ayan. So ito naman po yung ating mga sample modules. Ito po yung mga i-release po natin na module sa ating mga bata. Okay po? Yan. Next po, curricular content, most essential learning competencies. So ito po yung tinatawag natin ng MELC. So ang ating pong school, tayo po ay sumusunod po sa ibinababa ng DepEd na kailangan po within the academic year, maibigay po namin itong most essential learning competencies o yung ating MELC. So last year, nabanggit po namin sa inyo na tayo po dito sa Divine Grace School, meron po tayong sariling curriculum na sinusunod na naka-align pa rin po sa DepEd. So since tayo po ay nasa pandemic at naglabas po ng kailangang sundin na yung most essential learning competencies, ang ating pong DGS curriculum map ay inalign din po na amin doon sa MELC na hinihingi po ni DepEd. Ayan. Next, ito naman po yung sample weekly home learning plan. So itong sample weekly home learning plan, ito pa ay soft copy, pwede ipopost na lang po ito ng advisor sa kanila pong FB group ng kanilang section. Okay po, yes po, tama po kayo na narinig. Magkakaroon po sila ng FB group per section. So bakit po kailangan may FB group? So syempre po, sa FB group, mas nakikita po namin na hindi matatabunan yung announcement ng teachers or mga reminders. Kasi pag sa messenger po, Di ba pag halimbawa ako nag-update ako, nag-post ako ng announcement sa Messenger sa aking mga estudyante, kapag yung aking mga estudyante o kayo po mga parent nag-reply doon na noted po sir, matatakpan na po yung announcement. So unlike kapag naka-FB group po sila, sa section po nila, may mag-comment man po si parent or si bata, nandun lang po sa comment section. Hindi po matatabunan yung announcement or yung reminder. So yun po yung kagandahan po sa ating FB group. Next, ito po. Ito po yung ating sample students daily schedule. Ayan. So explain po natin para mas maintindihan po natin lahat. Ayan. So ang kanila po mga subjects ay mamimit po nila twice a week po. Ayan po siya. Now, pag Monday po and Tuesday, ito po ang kanilang mga subject. Ayan po, meron silang English, English AP na naka-module. Anyway po, pag naka-pink po, ibig sabihin po niyan, sila po ay naka-synchronous or online together with the teacher. So real time po yan. Kapag nakakulay blue naman po, asynchronous online modality or naka-genue po sila dyan. Pwede po yan. Then kapag naka-green naman po, sila naman po ay naka-modular o yung book po nila. Yan po. Now, kapag halimbawa, tinan po natin ang Monday and Tuesday. Ang attire po ng ating mga students kapag Monday ay DGSPE jogging pants. Okay po? Now, start po tayo. 7 to 7:30, yan, students personal preparation, ginigising na ni mami, mag-aalmusal na siya. Yan, 7:30 to 8, kasama pa po yan. Then si parent po ay si teacher po magte-text na po sa mga parent na kamusta, good morning po mami, gising na po ba si ganito, mag-start na po ang aming klase ng 8 a.m. So expect po ninyo na everyday magte-text po ang ating teacher. Kasi po ito po yung kailangan natin ngayon, yung communication. Okay po, since hindi po tayo physically na nakikita, hindi po namin physically mamimit yung mga students. Ayan. Then, pag 9 to 10 a.m., sila po ay naka-English or AP na module. Pwede po yung English po nila na Monday, then Tuesday po yung AP. Okay po? Then, 9:40 to 10, recess po. Offline po ito, yung kanila pong recess. Ayan. So, pwede sila po ay nasa kusina, kasama po ninyong family. Ayan. Then, pag 10 to 11, Pilipino po, sila po ay naka-online. So yan, ang start po ng kanilang online ay 10 a.m. po, naka-online na po sila. So Filipino, 10 to 11. Then, 11 to 12, math. Okay po? Halimbawa lang po ito hindi po ito yung pinaka-schedule. Sample lang po ito. Then, 12 to 1, lunch break po nila. Okay po? So yan, so pwedeng kasama niyo po silang kumakain, na pag-uusapan, o kamusta yung online class mo anak? Okay? O naiintindihan mo ba? Okay, may mga ganun. So may mga follow-up tayong question sa mga bata or usap. Then, pag 1 to 2 p.m., sila po ay naka-science. Yan, sa sample po natin. Then 2 to 3, GMRC. Then 3 to 3:20, recess ulit nila. Then 3 to 4, naka-module po sila. Si green po yan. So, ng MAPE or EPP. Ayan. So, pag Monday ang suot nila, PE or jogging pants ng DGS. Pag Tuesday po, white top, blue bottom. Pag Wednesday po, blue top and jeans po or maong pants. Kapag Thursday po, Sunday dress, blouse, polo, or pants. And kapag Friday, decent clothes or wash day. Kasi pag Friday po, wala po silang pasok dyan. Kasi kung titignan po ninyo, wala pong synchronous time. So sila po ay it's either genyo or module. So ang Friday po, allotted po ito sa ating mga teachers as follow-up po sa mga students. So pag Friday po, ang ating po mga advisors ay magte-text po sa mga parents, mag-update kung ano po yung hindi pa na-accomplish ni bata, ano pa yung kulang ni bata. Okay po? Mga ganun po siya. Now, dito po tayo sa attire para wala po tayo maging problem. So, pag Tuesday po, white top. Tapos kapag Wednesday po, blue top. So, not necessarily na bibili po kayo ng mga plain na damit. Anything po na medyo na mayroong kulay ng puti at mayroong pong kulay ng blue, ayos na po iyon. Okay po? Basta dapat po may sleeve. Okay? Or t-shirt po siya or blouse sa babae. Okay po? Wag lang po yung sando. Okay po? Now, yung Sa bottom po, kung nakalagay ng blue bottom, yung jogging pants pwede po, or kung meron po kayong mahaba pang shorts, na basta dapat po mas mahaba po sa tuhod. Okay po? Iniiwasan po kasi natin yung baka dumating yung point na magkaasaran yung mga students kasi hindi naman po nila usual na nakikita yung isa't isa na nakaganito, na naka-shorts, na naka-t-shirt. Kasi sanay po sila na nakikita po yung kanilang mga classmates na naka-uniform. Okay po, di ba sa school sanay sila na naka-uniform sila. Pero ngayong taon, ito po tayo, may mga scheduled po tayo na dress code. So, baka may time na, kasi tayo minsan, ako personally, pag unconsciously, minsan naka-open pala yung camera ko, umiinom ako ng tubig, pag nagmi-meeting kami, so nagugulat ako, nakikita pala nila ako. So, what more pa yung ating mga anak o yung ating mga students, baka mamaya bigla silang mag-CR, tumayo, hindi po nila alam na naka-open pala yung kanilang camera, tapos nakita nung kanilang mga classmates, okay na, naka-short siya na maiksi, okay, nakapambahay, at bigla siyang pinagtawanan. So, yun po yung iiwasan po natin. Kaya gusto rin po namin na medyo mahaba po yung kanilang suot. Yan po. Next po, ayan, what to receive from the advisor. So, ito po yung mga marireceive ninyo sa ating mga advisor. Una, yung advisor's e-business card, which is mamaya ipipresent po natin yung mga business number. Do I believe naman, meron po kayong number na nung kanyang advisor. Pero mamaya may ipipresent din po yung ibang mga teachers, na sa palagi ko naman magiging teacher din po ng inyong mga anak. Okay? So later po yan. Then, communications platform, ito po yung nabanggit ko na FB group per section po. So, gagawa po ang ating teachers, maybe later po, ng FB group at may add po kayo. So, please give your Facebook account po sa ating advisor para po mai-add po kayo. Okay po? Then, class schedule. So, ito po yung maibibigay from August 24 to 25. Now, next po, Google account with password sa August 24 to 25 po. Then, weekly home learning plan. Ito po, ano po ito? Ipopost na lang po ito ng advisor sa FB group on September 4, starting September 4 po. Then, yung Genio account po nila with password on September 4. Then modules, i-copy man po siya or hard copy, we'll start to release it po on September 11. Ayan. So ito naman po yung mga things to prepare. Ayan. So nakapag meron na po ba tayo mga nabiling gamit? I hope meron na po, no? Ayan. So ito po, sa first column po, dito sa left side ninyo, ito po yung mga things to prepare at home. Ito po yung mga gamit na hindi nyo po dadalhin sa school. Yan, so kailangan meron silang gadget, internet connection, study space, one big notebook for notes. So yan, hindi na po natin sila i-require na kung ilan subject, yun po yung ilan yung bilang ng notebook. So one big notebook po. So mas maganda ko yung mas makapal na yung bilhin natin. Then i-divide na lang po muna natin sa kung ilang subjects. Okay? Then, one regular sized notebook, yung maliit na notebook lang for reminder o yung assignment notebook nila. Intermediate pad, pencil or ball pen, crayons, glue, bond paper, short and long, construction paper or colored paper, reminder board or yung whiteboard po. Yan. So, mas maganda po meron silang whiteboard para pag may time po na recitation nila, okay po, ito po yung kanilang gagamitin. So, alarm optional. Ayan. So, PE t-shirt will be worn every Monday. Now, ito na po yung mga gamit na need i-submit sa mga advisor. Ayan. One big expandable plastic envelope. Okay po? To be submitted po itong mga things to be submitted sa advisor starting August 24 to 28 po. Okay po? Next po, ayan, color-coded folders for each grade level to be used in the compilation of activity sheets or materials. Cover it po with plastic and put fastener. Of course, syempre yung name po ng student and yung kanyang section and advisor para hindi po mahalo sa iba. Though meron naman po silang shelf na paglalagyan. Yan. Now, ito po yung kulay po ng ating mga students. For grade 4 po, kailangan nyo po ng 3 long folder. Mas maganda po kung yung expandable folder po, no? Yung medyo, yung parang na-expand yung ano niya, yung lapad niya para pag makapal na, hindi po agad masisira. Pero kung hindi naman po ganun yung nabili, okay lang naman po. Ang kulay po ng grade 4 ay pink. Ang grade 5 po ay violet. Ang grade 6 po ay orange. Ayan, so put your child's name and grade level in all materials. Yan, so next po natin, activities for August. Yan, so buwan ng wika. Ito tayo po ngayon ay nasa buwan ng wika. Ito po tayo ngayon nasa August 20. Ayan, so PSLGS, UGS, Parents Orientation. So start po yan ng 8 to 11. Ayan. Then August 21, holiday po tayo. Then Parents Orientation po ng 24. So usually ito po kasi announcement na to, di ba? Ito po yung binigay po namin before MECQ pa. So tayo po ay naka-GCQ pa nito, I think. So we plan to have face-to-face for selected parents only, like 20 parents sa covered court, ganyan. But since tayo po ay naka-MECQ ngayon at mas better po siguro nasa bahay, this parents orientation po na to, it is for the parents po na hindi po naka-attend ngayon. Okay? Pero since recorded naman po yung ating orientation, so we can post it na lang po sa ating DJS YouTube account. And of course, siguro po magkakandak pa rin kami ng part 2 kasi mas maganda pa rin po kung personal din namin sila makakausap aside po dun sa napanood lang po, kaysa po sa napanood lang nila sa YouTube. Ayan. So for buwan ng wika online activities, I believe po yung ating pong mga teachers sa kanila pong online kamustahan nakapag-start na rin po sila. So instructed na rin po yung mga teachers to announce po na yung kanilang mga activities. Meron po tayong slogan making contest and poster making contest po. So yung ating mga students, sila po ay pwede mag-join doon. Then meron din pong isahang awit. Ayan po, para sa mga anak po natin na magagaling kumanta, okay, at may talento, may hilig sa pagkanta, pwede po silang sumali sa isahang awit. Ayan. Then, August 25, senior high school po ito. Then, August 26, school opening. Then, August 31 po, holiday. Ayan. Now, more important dates to remember. So, yun pa rin naman po yan. Yan. So, yung 24, binago na po natin to due to health and safety considerations. This day is scheduled for the second batch of orientation per department for those who missed the schedule indicated above. So, yan, instead of face-to-face, we will have it po virtually pa din sa mga hindi po naka-attend. Ayan. Now, ito po yung quarterly activities po natin. So, dito po tayo sa first quarter. Ayan. So, tayo po ay naka-distance learning or naka-home study. So for the first week, we will use for getting accustomed to Genyo. So ibig sabihin po, on the first week, hindi pa po tayo magtuturo agad, okay, ng lesson. Okay, ang ituturo natin sa kanila kung paano po i-access yung kanilang Google Meet, paano po mag-access sila sa Genyo, okay? Para po hindi sila malito pagdating po sa second week kapag nagkaroon po ng subject transition na. Okay po? Then, as the learning commences, then the students will start with the modules or book work. So yan, kapag okay nakita po namin na okay na po yung training ng mga bata, alam na po nila yung paggamit, then we will start na po yung kanilang formal lesson and formal discussion. Okay? Next, online learning will be done gradually to give the students time to get accustomed to the app. So yun po, paunti-unti. Hindi po namin bibiglain yung mga bata kasi alam po namin mga bata yan. Okay? Kami rin po, tayo po mga grown-ups, diba? Minsan nalilito pa nga tayo. Okay? So, what more pa yung ating mga students? So, expect po ninyo na medyo paunti-unti po natin sa kanila itong ituturo. Okay po? Yan. Then, assessment period po natin. October, expected po ito. Expected pa lang po. October 19 to 21. Yan. Second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. So, yan. So, kung titignan po natin, tayo po ay home study or naka-online and modular po tayo. Okay po, wala po tayong face-to-face. Yan, so gadget capabilities and limitations. So ito po yung mga gadgets na pwede po nilang magamit po sa bahay. Okay po, ito po yung mga capabilities and may mga limitations din naman po. Okay po. Yan. So ito po, this is for junior high school and senior high, pero laktawan na po natin. Pero I believe kahapon nabanggit po ng ating speaker sa Genyo na mas maganda po kung i3 yung ating pong Intel i3 po yung processor and 3 gig po yung RAM. Okay po. Yan, ito po academic honesty, importante po ito. So yan, academic honesty means demonstrating and upholding the highest integrity and honesty in all the academic work that you do. In short, It means doing your own work and not cheating and not presenting the work of others as your own. So mas maganda po no, tayo po mga parent, matulungan po natin yung ating mga estudyante, mga anak na maipaliwanag kung gaano ka-importante yung pagiging honest no sa academics. So sana sa atin din po magsimula kung nakikita natin na, anak, para hindi mahirapan yung anak ko, tuturuan ko na, isulat ko na yung sagot, kakopyahin na lang niya. Huwag po sanang ganon. Okay po? Pwede na siya tuturuan, i-discuss ulit kung meron siya hindi naintindihan, turuan, pero wag po natin ibigay yung sagot. Wag po natin i-spoon feed. Okay po? Kasi there is no learning po kapag ganon. At saka di ba nabanggit po kahapon, mas masarap sa pakiramdam kapag pinaghirapan natin yung isang bagay. Di ba? Iba yung pagiging proud natin. Okay? Yan. So here are the ways to inculcate honesty. Yan. Apat. Next. Yan, independent learning. So for this year's academic school year, so mas more on independent learning tayo. Okay, independent learning is a process, a method, and a philosophy of education whereby a learner acquires knowledge by his or her own efforts and develops the ability for inquiry and critical evaluation. So ayun nga, wag po sana natin silang spoon feed. Okay? So nandito po kami, magtuturo sa kanila. Andyan po kayo para kung meron po silang hindi naunawaan, pwede nyo po silang i-guide. Pero wag po natin ituro yung sagot. Okay po? Yan, kapag may mga may quiz kayo, naka-online quiz kayo. Si mami nandun sa may likod ng computer. Okay, nagbabanggit si teacher, sabi ni teacher, isusulat ng bata yung sagot nila dun sa whiteboard. Pero si mami nakikinig din dun sa may likod ng computer. Kaya wag po sanang ganon. Okay po? Sana dun din, distance din po tayo sa ating mga students kapag may klase na po sila. Pero check nyo lang po sila kung halimbawa hindi na po nakikinig si bata. Okay? Check nyo lang po, itap nyo, unak, makinig ka kay teacher. Okay? Ganun lang po sana. Yeah, so mindfulness exercises. So ito pong mindfulness, i-insert po namin ito sa pagtuturo kasi alam namin kailangan po ito ng ating mga estudyante. Okay po? Yan. So for other announcement po, yan, we have tutorial and guidance services po. And for, if you want na magpa-tutor, ito po yung ating contact number. Posted din naman po itong announcement na to sa ating DGS page. Pwede po kayo mag-visit. Okay po? Next. Yan, school clinic number. Ito po yung number po ng ating school nurse. Yan, si Nursel. Ayan, so pwede po kayo magpa-consult dyan sa ating, yung mga anak po natin. Okay? Pwede po i-text si nurse kung halimbawa meron kayo gusto ipa-consult para sa anak po natin. Para ma-relay po ni nurse sa ating school pediatrician. So yun po sana po no, yung ating po mga anak po yung maipa-consult po natin. Kasi po yung ating doctor ay pediatrician po. Mas 40 po niya yung ating mga anak. So mas bata po. So wag po sana yung tayo. Okay po? Yan. So school ID in person in charge, yan, si Miss April Tunggia. So I believe po no, some of you po na reach out na about sa school ID. So ito po, yung mga hindi pa po, please take a photo of the student, like 1x1 ID photo with white background po. Then, send it po sa advisor po nila. Okay po? Para ma-send din po namin doon sa photographer. Okay po? Yan. So ito po yung ating contact number sa school, landline po natin, ang ating pong mobile number, and ating pong email address. Okay po? And for sa ating cashier po, ito po yung si Miss Mai. Ito po yung ating record po, si Miss Dina. Yan. Sa ating pong sa bookstore, si Miss Maria Olivia. Yan po. Si ating pong front desk, si Miss Marilyn. Ito po. And yung ating pong school nurse. Ito po. Yan. Ayan. So, ayan po yung ating pong mga references. Yan. So, I hope marami po kayong naunamaan, natutunan, naliwanagan po tayo sa umagang ito. Ayan. So, if, later po, we'll answer questions po. Yan. So, once again po, thank you so much and good morning po.
All right. Thank you, Sir Kenneth, for keeping us updated with the recent modifications in preparation for the new school year. I believe the kids are very much excited as how excited we are. At this point, I think it is the perfect time to know our beloved advisors for the school year 2020-2021. To introduce to us our dear teachers, please welcome Ms. Melanie Octavo.
Ayan. So, ang lesson review, dear parents and guardians. It is my pleasure to present to you the administrators and faculty of the Upper Grade School Department will be your partner as we embark in this new academic year. Please allow me to introduce them to all of you. You can also take screenshots po habang nagpapakilala and presenting the business cards. First, she is a graduate of PE at Pangasinan State University, Lago. She also took MA units in language education at UP Diliman. Finished her master's in institutional management at Polytechnic University of the Philippines, a former officer of Makino Religious District and a representative of APSA Quezon City. Our dear principal, Mrs. Pauline Escalante. Next, she is a graduate. She graduated at the University of Caloocan City with a Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in General Science. She also earned units in Master of Arts in Teaching Science at UP Diliman and currently taking a Master's in Educational Management at Polytechnic University of the Philippines. She is teaching for 13 years. Our Assistant Principal, Ms. Cristel P. Arceo. Next, she is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino. She's been in education field with 13 years of teaching experience. Our monitoring teacher for students' activity and conduct, Mrs. Maria Karina Piudaco. Next, graduate of Bachelor of Science in Psychology at University of the East Manila and is currently taking her Master's in Psychology, major in Clinical Psychology at Polytechnic University of the Philippines. She's been teaching here in the Divine Grace School for almost 5 years. Our OIC in Guidance Department is Ivory Taylor. She took a Bachelor of Science in Nursing at St. Luke's College of Nursing and graduated at Trinity University of Asia. She took a Professional Education Certificate at Metro Manila College and a licensed professional teacher, a member of Philippine Nursing Association, American Heart Association, and St. Luke's Alumni Foundation, with 7 years of teaching at Divine Grace School. Our OIC for School Safety and Security is Shala B. Amos. Next, he is a graduate of Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Early Childhood at University of Caloocan City, a licensed professional teacher, and he also took Master of Arts in Teaching Early Grades at University of Caloocan City, teaching here in the Divine Grace School for 8 years. She is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in TLE. She's been teaching in the Divine Grace School for 1 year. Grade 4 advisor, Ms. Regine Anseret. Our next teacher is graduated in Goldman College with a Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. She also took computer programming at UCPU, a consistent scholar of Philbel and licensed professional teacher with 3 years of teaching at the Divine Grace School. Grade 5 advisor, Ms. Amy Bernales. Next, she took Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English and Chinese at the University of Caloocan City, a licensed professional teacher with 1 year of teaching at the Divine Grace School. Grade 5 advisor, Ms. Alia May Pasco. She graduated at the University of Caloocan City with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. Grade 5 advisor, Mrs. Maria Lisa G. Aldana. Next, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education, major in English at Our Lady of Fatima University, a licensed professional teacher and currently in third year of teaching service. Grade 6 advisor, Ms. Charlotte Revolution. Next, she took Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English at the University of Caloocan City, a licensed professional teacher with 1 year teaching, experience at Divine Day School. AG's advisor, Miss Abigail Harka. Speaking in front of you, a graduate Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in General Education at Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila. I was a scholar of Norwegian Mission Alliance Philippines and Caritas Manila, a licensed professional teacher, and currently taking up Master of Arts in Educational Management at University of Caloocan City. I've been teaching here at Divine Day School for 4 years. Filipino and English teacher Ms. Melanie Octavo. For our school nurse, she graduated Bachelor of Science in Nursing at World City Colleges. A registered nurse, Mrs. Maricel Young. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Melanie, for introducing to us our dear administrators and teachers. At this juncture, let's now go to our question and answer portion. Dear parents, if you have questions, just use our chat box. Also, I would like to invite Mr. Kenneth Mula to answer the inquiry. So for our first question, if we opt for the soft copies of modules, we don't need to bring the envelope and folders to school. If we need for soft copies of modules, do we need to bring the envelope and folders daw po, sir?
Ayan po, yan po sa ating pong first question dito. Kahit pag naka-soft copy po siya, so mas better po kasi kung ipiprint po ninyo and ilagay pa rin po sa folder para mailagay po dun sa, pa rin ang sama-sama pa din po doon sa kanilang expandable. So I believe po meron naman po sila yung previous nilang expandable envelope. So pwede po iyon. Yun po. So mas better po kung meron pa din pong envelope and folder. Pero since naka-soft copy po kayo, so stay nyo na lang po muna dyan sa inyo po yung folder and envelope. So yung mga mag-hard copy po, so sila po yung mas need po na maibigay po dito sa amin po yung folder and envelope po. Para pag kinuha nyo po sa pinaka shelf po, sama-sama po.
Okay, thank you, sir. Second question po is all about the attire of the students.
Ayun po, yung sa ating pong attire kanina, yung Monday po nila, sila po ay naka-PE uniform, ng ating pong DJSP uniform. Tuesday po, sila po ay naka-white na top, I believe white po or blue ata, parang ganon. Then, check na lang po ulit later sa ating slide. Check ko po later ha. Then sa pag Wednesday po ay blue ata or either white, nandun po siya sa dalawa. Then pag Wednesday po ay Thursday na po ang ating pong Sunday dress o yung naka-formal sila. Hindi naman po necessarily na formal na dapat naka-dress. Basta naka-blouse po or naka-polo shirt po si bata, ganun. Then pag Friday po, wash day naman po siya. So, hindi naman po siya papasok nun. So kahit nakapambahay na po yun.
Okay, thank you, sir. Another question po is that, this one po, if we opt for soft copies daw po, what do we do with the books? And do they still need the books po?
Yes po. Need po rin po ng book. Kasi yung sa Genyo po natin, katulad po na nabanggit po kahapon, not all the lessons po ay nasa Genyo. So meron pa rin po na nasa book. So meron din po mga nasa book na wala din po sa Genyo. So yun po. Then ito pong academic year kasi, mas marami pong time yung bata sa bahay. So mas better po kung meron pa rin sila mga activities po na gagawin from the book, so from the module, and there are subjects po na wala pong book, tama po. So mas ano po natin yung modules po sa mga subjects po na walang book like HELE, GMRC, and MAPE po.
Okay, sir. Another question po, pwede daw po bang for the all students, they can wear their uniform even though it's online school para daw po ma-feel ng kids na they were still at school even though they are at home.
Sige po, pag about po sa ganyan kasi hindi po kasi meron po tayong mga new students, so hindi wala naman po silang uniform din po natin. Ang para po mas ano po kasi mas para pare-pareho sila, hindi rin po ma-feel ng ating mga new students na hindi sila belong. Yun po yung ano natin, color coded na lang po tayo. But if you want po, pwede naman po siguro. We'll update you po. About po dito. Thank you po sa pag-raise po nito.
Yes po. Another question po, is GMRC, MAPE, Eduk Pantahanan, and EPP are also included in the exam or
Yes
major
po.
subjects only?
Yes po, part pa din po sila. Kaya po ang module po ng ating pong MAPE, HELE, and GMRC po ay medyo mas marami pong activity yung kasi wala po silang book. So yung unlike po yung ating pong mga may book po, mas less po yung kanilang activity po sa module. So medyo mas madami din po mas marami po dun sa mga walang subjects. And dun po sa mga book na walang subject, na walang mga subjects po na walang book, mas detailed po yung explanation po doon, yung mga lessons po. Unlike kapag may mga book po, mas more on, mas makikita po ninyo na mas activity lang po yung nakalagay po doon. Sa mga wala pong book na subjects, mas nandun po yung explanation, yung mga meaning ng mga lessons po.
Okay, sir. Thank you po. Another question po, is it okay daw po na if they have the hard copy of the modules, they can ask for the soft copy?
Pwede naman din po. Pwede rin po. If they want po.
Okay. Also po, another question po, weekly din daw po ba ang pagdadala ng books sa school for checking off? For the
Yes
checking?
po. There will be scheduled po naman kapag pag pinapasa po yung libro po natin. So you will be updated naman po kung kailan po yung pasahan. Pero hindi naman po siya yung everyday po namin ipapapasa po sa inyo. So baka po may time po na halimbawa isasabay po sa pagpasa po ng module para isahan lang po. And then yung pagpasa naman po natin ng gamit is from 7:50 na naka-in po yung ating mga teachers hanggang 4, pwede naman po para wala po kayo makasabay if ever po napupunta kayo. Then kung pupunta po kayo, please notify the advisor po para masabihan po kayo ng advisor na, o mami, pwede pong magantong oras po kayo pumunta kasi mayroon na pong 5 pupuntang parent po sa section natin. Kaya po para maiwasan po natin yung meron po kayo makasabay na ibang magulang. Okay po?
Okay, sir. Thank you po. I believe, okay, this one po. Based on the sample schedule, the asynchronous time takes 4 hours and 1 hour for Genio for a total of 5 hours screen time. Based on American Academy of Pediatrician, no more than 2 hours of screen time for children and teenagers daw po. This is a challenge with online learning. How will the school manage to reduce the screen time? Also po, there should be a break time every end of the subject. I think, sir, this is, yes po.
Yes po. Ayan po yung about po dun sa not totally naman po ito, mami, na 1 hour talaga. Kasi po yung 1 hour po na yan, isasama na po natin dyan yung pag-in po ng bata, then pag-out po ng bata. Usually po yung magiging lesson lang po talaga nila dyan is 40 minutes po. 40 minutes lang po talaga yung lesson nila per subject. So magbibigay lang po kami ng allotted time na 10 minutes po pag nag-in po yung bata, then 10 minutes po bago mag-out, tapos another 10 minutes na tapos may another 10 minutes naman po for pag-in. So habang nag-in naman po si bata, kasi may 10 minutes po sila for pag nag-out, then 10 minutes po bago mag-in sa isang subject. So parang 20 minutes po siya, pwede naman pong i-off muna yung camera po ni bata, then pwede po sila mag-snack. Opo.
Thank you, sir. Another one po, about the ID pictures. May deadline po ba ang submission ng 1 by 1?
Sana po this August po, no? Kahit po phone po ang gamit, no? Kasi alam ko yung mga cellphones naman po natin, medyo maganda na po yung resolution ng camera. So, lang po, picture lang po sila sa white background, then send it po sa advisor po hanggang katapusan po sana ng August, if possible po. Para at least magawa na rin, submit din po namin sa photographer at magawa na po yung mga IDs po nila. Okay po. Thank you po, Teacher Cha.
Yes po. Another question po related with the subjects. Is EPP and Eduk Pantahanan is different with one another?
Yung EPP po and pareho same lang po yun, no? Mas po yung EPP pero ang magkaiba po baka nalito po sila sa EPP po and Eduk Pantahanan, same lang po yun. Pero yung isa po kasi is GMRC. Yun po. Basta ang subject lang po natin yung 5 na may book, then MAPE, EPP or HELE or Edukasyon Pantahanan tsaka GMRC po.
Okay po. Again, sir, another question po. This is related with the group that we're about to create. For the communication platform using Facebook, parents po ba ang members nun?
Sa Facebook po, mas better po sana kung parent kasi mas kayo po yung magma-manage nun. Kasi kapag student po, kung baka isin lang po nila, tapos hindi po kayo i-update ng bata. Okay po? Pero ang gagawin po natin this year, ma-update po kayo through text, i-update pa rin po ni teacher through messenger, then i-update po dun sa FB group. Para sure po tayo na updated po tayo lahat dun sa mga announcements po natin. Pero mas gagamitin po natin yung FB group for posting ng reminders or halimbawa mayroong assignment sa ganitong subject, ipopost po doon, mas hindi po siya ipopost sa messenger. Pwede po yung messenger, sasabihin lang ni advisor na, good day po, they have assignment po in this subject, please check the FB group po of our class for the assignment. Ganun lang po. Kasi kapag sa messenger po pinost yung mga halimbawa reminder and assignment, once na mag-react po yung parent, mag-comment po na noted po, matatakpan na po kasi siya. So mas okay po kapag nasa FB group. At least mag-comment man po tayo, nandun lang po sa comment box, sa comment section.
Sir, thank you po. This one naman po is related with the use of social media of the children. Do we have a social media policy or code of conduct for children? May I request for this to be distributed to us parents or guardians so we can remind our children how to behave?
Yes po, once na mag-join po kayo, meron po doon parang questions po na yung sa paggamit po sa group natin po. Meron naman po. And part po doon, i-explain din po namin sa mga students yung mga dapat po nilang gawin. Okay po, once nandun po sila sa FB group po na yun. Yun po.
Okay, sir. Thank you po. Another question po. This is related for the soft copy of modules po. Are they going to get it from the advisors?
Yes po. So for the modules po na soft copy po, advisors din po ang mag-send po ng soft copy po. Para isang tao lang po yung nakakontakt po ninyo with regards module, si advisor lang po lagi.
Okay, sir. Also po, a parent would like to ask for further explanation for the idea of feedbacking from parents. What does it mean daw po?
Yun po, sa feedbacking po sa parents po, kapag, di ba nabanggit ko po kanina, especially kapag Friday, though everyday po magsisend po yung parent ng message na, good morning po, magising na po ba si ganito, mag-start na po yung aming class ng ganitong oras. Then kapag Friday po, yung allotted po yung Friday po namin, kasi naka-wash day po yung mga bata, wala po silang pasok, wala po silang online class. So mas teacher po yung mag-work po niyan. So ite-text po kayo ng mga teachers po nila. So isa-isahin po kayo ng mga advisors po. I-inform po kayo na, good morning po mami, meron pa pong kulang si ganito. So baka po pwede po siya ma-help to accomplish. Ganyan. Then mga ganun po. Kung may kulang po si bata, mabigyan po kayo ng feedback. Kung halimbawa naman, mami, medyo may naging problem po sa hindi may napansin ko po na may times po na hindi po siya nakikinig, ganun po. May Friday po siya most magagawa. Pero yung mga urgent po, baka on that day din po, ma-update po kayo.
Okay po. Thank you po. For our last question for this meeting, this related po for the books. Are scanned copies of the accomplished worksheets allowed for submission instead of hard copies?
We'll see po. We'll see po, no? That's a good question po. Pwede po natin mai-consider po yan. Then we'll update you po about that po. Yan po.
Okay. Thank you po. Thank you, Sir Kenneth, and thank you, dear parents. We hope we're able to answer your relevant questions. We were able to clarify some things.
Ay, Teacher Cha, may pahabol lang po ako. If they have questions po, no, since matatapos po tayo, you can send it po sa advisor, then para yung advisor po ma-inform po ako, then makapag-relay po kami ng answer po sa inyo. Yan po. So ngayong pandemic po, ito talaga po, normal po itong communication natin from time to time, mas makakapag-usap po tayo. Okay po, so don't hesitate po to ask question po sa amin. Open naman po kami to answer po. Yan po. Thank you so much po.
Thank you po. Thank you, dear parents. All right, to officially end our program, I would like to call on our dear Assistant Principal, Ma'am Cristela Arceo.
Ayan. Hello po, dear parents. Teacher Cha, can you hear me po?
Yes po.
Am I clear?
Yes
okay.
po.
Ayan, sige. So, good morning po, dear parents. How are you today? Ayan, ang weird lang kasi hindi ko po kayo nakikita, although ako po nakikita nyo. So hindi ko man po kayo maisa-isa na matanong at malaman kung ano po ang kalagayan ninyo. I hope and pray that everybody still feels good and positive despite all the negativities around. So thank you for being with us this morning. I know that we are not used to having this kind of parents meeting po, it's a different thing pa rin when we see each other face to face. Mas nandun talaga yung connection. But we had to do it this way, not just because we need to follow our government's order, but it's for our safety and protection po, and especially sa ating mga bata. For now, we consider this thing as the best for all of us. I hope that those which are laid down to you by the department head, si Sir Kenneth po, are all clear. And if you have questions po and clarifications, do not hesitate to communicate with your child's teacher, since we already released the business cards of the teachers po. So dear parents, the whole Divine Grace School is really grateful for still having you as our partners. Thank you for entrusting to us your children, especially now that we are experiencing hard times and there are a lot of uncertainties. That just means you still believe in us. Naniniwala at nagtitiwala pa rin po kayo na may magagawa at maibibigay ang Divine Grace School sa inyo pong mga anak. When we started, nung planning, sinabi, online learning, it was really hard. There were lapses, may mga gaps po, there were loose ends. Kahit naman po ngayon, meron pa rin. But with our strong partnership and communication, we have faith that we'll be able to fill in these gaps and tie these loose ends soon. Diba po? Thank you so much, parents, for not leaving us. Hindi nyo iniwan ang mahal nating Divine Grace School. And thank you also and welcome po to the new members of DGS family, ang ating mga bagong parents and bagong Gracians. Hanggat kayo po ay nandyan, ang mga anak po ninyo, at kami pong mga teachers bilang partner ninyo, maging ang mga magiging anak pa ng anak ninyo, Divine Grace School will still be here. Fight, fight, fight lang po tayong lahat. So di ko na po pahabain. Again, maraming salamat po. Let's all have a good day and see you around, parents, virtually. We'll have more of this pa po. So wag po kayong bibitiw. Maraming salamat po. Thank you po, Teacher Charlotte.
Thank you po, Ma'am Tel. Again, a huge thank you to our dear parents for participating in our today's event. Your presence is very much appreciated. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank you for giving us your Thursday morning. Again, I am Teacher Cha. Have a good day.